Welcome to my fun and easy DIY Easter eggs, and let's look at the art supplies that we need for making our simple DIY Easter eggs. Obviously, the first thing that we need is eggs, and these are really nice eggs, made from plastic, and they also have this nice small tiny hole in the bottom which helps us to hold it while painting. They are really beautiful, nice, and sturdy, so they don't break. Eggs usually break, but these don't break because they're made of plastic. I would suggest having either these, or if you're the brave ones, use actual eggs. Maybe even do a little bit of hard boiling so that you don't break the shell. Now, the second thing that I want to show you is the art supplies that we can use. I would suggest to use two types of brushes. One is thin brush, like the one that we see here, which is for detail. Then we use a little bit more wider brush so that we can do the background. Since the eggs are white, it would be nice that we do a quick and neat background in the back. Now let's say we don't have both of the brushes. What do we do? Well, let's go check into our closet. In our cosmetics area, we would definitely find some cotton buds. They're really cool with tiny tips on the end, which will help us for detailing. And the next thing that we can also find is the cotton swabs. They are quite absorbing, the water absorbance, and they will also help us do the background or paint the whole egg with the same color or make even marks from that. Now comes the interesting part. That's the toilet roll cardboards that I've collected. They're quite useful. I will show you in a minute. And obviously we will find these scissors at home. So now let me show you why do we need these toilet rolls. The first thing that I would do is cut them into small rings. We can also paint over the toilet roll before cutting them, so they make actually cute rings. Like I've painted it earlier golden, and they look really pretty and beautiful. Now these rings, press them a little bit and you can use them as egg holders. They're really nice, super idea when you want to have to decorate these eggs, like place them on a table or on a stand so they stand by themselves. The second use I would say is also when we want to paint them. So there are times when we paint them, the eggs are going to be wet and it's difficult to hold it, so it's a good way to keep it, to let it dry. What we should also note is that the lower part, so it's a good indicator that there's a tiny hole on the lower part of the egg so that it stays stable on the table or with a flat surface that we want to have. Lastly, we also need some paints. We can always use any kind of paints that we find in the local store. We don't have to go hunting into huge art stores, but we can directly find them in our local stores, the cheapest that you want to have. I like to use vintage acrylic colors. I prefer acrylic. Watercolors are nice, but you need a lot of color because these eggs have a very smooth surface. So the best I would suggest would be to use acrylics. What I have here is 3 different colors, but 2 of them are dark and then the last one is a bit light. This is what I would use for making flowers on that. I hope you enjoy watching the details and the art supplies. That's all for the art supplies. I hope you like what I'm doing. Please go ahead and subscribe for more. Thank you.